So, I wanted to kind of touch on just being a man in this day and age. As to say, 20, 30, 40, 50 years ago, you as a man are meant to put a roof over your family's head, food in everybody's mouth, you know, all that stuff, right? And also, you just kind of hid everything. You kept everything inside. You didn't tell anybody but your feelings and anything is, that's the way you were raised by your father and his father told him and but now, like, things have changed so much, and men are still kind of taught to do this, and you have all this stuff going on in society now, and people wonder why the suicide rate in men, especially single men, is so extremely high now. In 2000, it's now 2025, but the suicide rate in men is absolutely ridiculous, and it's because we're still meant to believe that we're not supposed to have these feelings, and women are taught their whole lives on how a man should treat them, and men are taught their whole lives on how to treat a woman, but a woman has never been taught on how to treat a man. So when a man has problems and isn't feeling, just not feeling very manly, the feeling depressed and tired and shitty, that they can't, especially with most women now. Some women do, just in general, have uh, better communication and just being able to, just think clearly, as like, if I was going through that, how would I feel? But that being said, when you think of, when a woman gets sick and tired of, a man just kind of being separate, just not there and not happy anymore. The majority of the time is because that man is no longer feeling loved by his wife. He's like, she's not showing him the caring and the emotion and that all the stuff that she did when you guys first met. Now it's just complaining all the time. And yeah, where a woman will say stuff to a man, and if another man said that to a man, another man wouldn't say most of the stuff that women say to their husband, because men know that would start a fight, so they're just not just that disrespectful to another man. But wives will be that disrespectful and hurtful to their husbands, and then wonder why their husband freaks out, you know even though they might not hit you, they yell and scream and fight, just like, "Ugh," because they won't hit you, and they are frustrated, have no idea what to do, because they've always been taught to respect a woman and blah blah blah. Now, once you've separated, the court system still doesn't give a crap about men. No one does. Whether it's, when you get married, like, it doesn't make any sense why for a man to get married anymore, because men get married for love. That's what they want. They want love. They want somebody that's going to be there for them, because men don't need a woman financially, but, like, men can pay for their own stuff. They do not need a woman for money. It's the last thing that they need a woman for. They want them there for love, the kindness, the stability of, having someone with the love and support. And, that's, 80% of what a man wants. He wants somebody to be faithful and loving and caring. And, you know, every once in a while, ask, hey, hon, are you hungry? You want a sandwich? Um, Not that they're expecting it, but it's nice to be asked. But now, when you get separated, and as a man, you try to see your kids. Hey, come. You try to see your kids as much as humanly possible. So, you know, as a man, you work 5 days a week, and now your days off, you spend all of your days off every week with your kids, as you know from the moment you get off work until the moment you go back to work, you spend all that time with your kids, but you still have to pay full child support. And as being alone, you are still meant to have the exact same stuff as the woman. Now, if she is alone and not with somebody else, I can understand that. But if that your ex is now with somebody else who has a full-time income, and she has a full-time income, and she's getting the money from the government, and she's getting the money from me, well, she shouldn't be entitled to full child support when she has all this other money coming in, and you only have the one. And that's how it is so many times with men. It's men, one income by themselves, and a woman now has gone off to another man, and, you know, doing whatever she's doing, and you have to pay full child support and have the same stuff for your kids with the amount that rent is nowadays. How is a parent, man or woman, supposed to have say you have two kids. How are you supposed to have a two-bedroom apartment? If let's say you bring home $2,500 a month. You bring home $2,500 a month, and you pay $1,500 a month in rent, and then another $700 a month in child support. What? That's all you have $300 left. How are you supposed to live? And not only that, you start to think, why should I live? What is? It's not worth it. Life just isn't worth it. I gave everything up for a woman that took everything from me, and no one cares. That's the reason why the suicide rates are so high in men right now, because no one cares about men. No one, no one is taught how to treat a man. A man from birth is not taught how to deal with his emotions and feelings and everything. He has no idea. And so when he starts feeling depressed and these feelings he's never had to deal with before, what does he do? A lot of times, it's sad to say, that man goes and sits in his car and puts a hose in the back of his tank and goes to sleep. Sometimes that's by himself. Sometimes, it's with their best friend. Is just it's horrible the way that society has seemed to given up on men and just expect them to figure it out. Is horrible. There needs to be more out there for men there needs to be a better way, and the court system definitely needs to be looked at again for single fathers that are there in their kid's life. If a parent is there as much as he can be, and there's no reason why he can't. Why are they paying so much? Happy New Year.